Hare Krishna. So let's begin. Om Timirandhasya Jnananjana Chakshurunmilitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Sri Chaitanya Manobhishtam Sthapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Kadamahim Dadati Swapadantikam Vandeham Shri Guru Shri Yuta Padakamalan Shri Gurun Vaishnavamscha Shri Rupam Sagrajatam Saha Ganaraghunatanvitam Tam Sajivam Sadvaitam Savadhutam Parijana Sahitam Krishna Chaitanya Devam Shri Radha Krishna Padan Saha Ganalalita Shri Vishakhanvitamscha Namam Vishnu Padaya Krishna Prasthaya Bhutale Srimate Bhaktivedanta Swaminiti Namine Namaste Saraswati Deve Gauravani Pracharine Nirvishesha Shunyavadi Paschatya Desatarine Panchakalpatarabhyascha Kripa Sindhubhyeva cha Patitanam Pavanebhyo Vaishnavebhyo Namo Namaha हे कृष्ण करुणा सिंधु दीनबंधो जगतपते गोपेश गोपिका कांत राधा कांत नमोस्तुते तप्ता कांचना गौरांगी राधे वृंदावनेश्वरी वृषभानुसुते देवी प्रणमामि हरिप्रिये जय श्री कृष्ण चैतन्य प्रभु नित्यानंद श्री अद्वैत गदाधर श्रीवासादि गौर भक्त वृंद हरे कृष्ण 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 हरे 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 राम 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 हरे हरे Hare Krishna. Good morning and welcome to our systematic study of Vedic scriptures. In that, we are going through wonderful, basic, foundational book, the scripture that is well known all over the world as Bhagavad Gita. And by the grace of Srila Prabhupada, we have it as it is. Um, why? Because Krishna himself is saying a qualification for a person to hear uh, is described in Bhagavad Gita to Arjuna. He says that I am speaking this because you are my devotee. And not only that, yeah, of course, one is Lord's devotee. One may think, yeah, because someone is my uh, believes in me, that's why I can tell to him. No, not only that, Arjuna's other qualification is that he was anasuyaha. He was also not envious. So these two qualifications are the perfect means through which one can transmit the message of Godhead as it is in that disciplic succession that is coming from Lord Brahma to Srila Prabhupada. We are well and very safe that we are connected to the right parampara and through which we are getting this message of Godhead as it is. In Bhagavad Gita, we are discussing chapter 16 that should help us to understand the reality, what is the real picture where we are living, where we are exposed to so many kinds of people, isn't it? Some are very good that we can't even imagine, uh, because back of our mind, we always think, is he going to ask me something later? Why is he doing so much? As if like he is very close to me, or as if like I'm his friend. And in the end, they don't expect anything. Their only purpose was to, out of compassion, serve everyone so that they can also be brought to the platform of God consciousness. Then there are next grade, or yeah, it's a different degrees. Yeah, we can see the next would be to see that there are some who are, yes, they know what to do, how to invoke the auspiciousness by practicing bhakti so that they can also peacefully live. It is not of their interest to go mm, like the pure devotees, but they are also doing good. And then there are also other people who just think that I think in 21st century where we are living, I think do we see so many sadhus? I don't see so many sadhus. Why? Because yeah, it is Kali Yuga. Oh yeah, it is the influence of Kali. Yes, after all, isn't it that Kali is doing his job, and that is the reason why the Lord is silent. So this means what, to whatever extent you can accumulate, yeah, in the name of the age, uh, so that you can peacefully relax, enjoy, comfort yourself. To that extent, you keep doing all kinds of things without any fear. And then there is the other class where we can see people who are, they don't even know. Doesn't matter which age it is, whether Satya Yuga, Dwapar Yuga, Treta Yuga, doesn't matter. Come on. What matters is, am I happy? For that matter, if it means that I have to steal others' properties, that's all right. Hmm? Why? Because after all, isn't it that the toughest will survive? Hmm? No, what was that? Fittest, survival of the fittest, is that right? Oh, I don't remember Darwin's theory. And one can just take it to that. Yes, there's a whole game going on. The game, it's not only limited to the animals, the game is also with humans. Yeah, whoever can compete with others to get on to the topmost can survive there forever. So this kind of mentalities. So how to understand who is who and how to deal with them, and actually what is the best thing to do. This is wonderful chapter. Yeah, may I ask someone who have been hearing this 16th chapter, how it has been while hearing to you, when you're hearing, what reflections were you getting? Anyone? Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji.
Yes.
Yes, starting means chapter 16 started with forgiveness and yeah, basic qualities of us like cleanliness and grow up. So we understood the basic good qualities, divine qualities. Then we understood the divine and demonic. We are still understanding the divine and demonic qualities of human and how to attract the good part in us. Mm, yes, that's what I am understanding.
Very
Hare
nice.
Krishna.
That shows that you're interested how to develop good qualities. That's very important because that is the way back towards our real identity, Satchit Anand. Usually we think that Anand is coming when I am fulfilling my selfish motives, when I am making sure whatever I dream that I'm making it reality. But the real happiness is Satchit Anand, and that is to understand our own self. That is what we call science of self-realization. And in that process, when we come across some uh, disturbing thoughts or what do you call distracting thoughts which can take us, no, 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 this is also, you have to do it, this is your duty, this is your right, this is, but is it really authorized? That's what a person who is in, yeah, in divine nature can only focus. And yeah, yeah, nice, Pratik Prabhu. Others, any other thoughts? This is maybe kind of small warm up before we go ahead.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat
Or
pranam.
Prabhu, maybe you can come closer to the mic.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Dandavat pranam. I don't know. My mic is working. It should be working.
Yeah, we can hear you now.
So yeah, this chapter explains the difference between the two qualities the human can possess, like saintly qualities and demoniac qualities, and also it advises us to cultivate the saintly qualities by following the mode of goodness,
Hmm.
and also which can purify our devotional practice and get the godlike qualities so that we can deeply realize God, rather than not following the mode of passion and mode of ignorance that will lead us to 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 develop the demoniac qualities, which is not good.
Hmm. Yeah. Others, yeah, thanks, Parkrama. I mean, I can repeat the whole chapter, but I was thinking that all of us take the opportunity to, yeah, revise because we need reminder time to time. Otherwise, we have our mentality that predominates by always saying, come on, yeah, scriptures are one thing and the reality is something else. So in that way, we keep, yeah, um, in that way, we always tend to, yeah, not be serious. Yeah, maybe 5 minutes we take more if someone else want to share.
Hare Krishna, Prabhuji.
Hare Krishna.
Yeah, Prabhuji. So from the 16th chapter, not only everybody, most of the people have interest to serve the Lord, but at the same time, we should be in with clean eyes, like not like dirty mirror. So, as you mentioned, there are many qualities. People may have a few qualities, but not all. That's why we are here. So, I also developed a few qualities from based on the our sessions and trying to improve every day. Thanks for the session, Prabhuji.
Mm-hmm.
So
Okay.
16th chapter is very much important to approach the Lord with a clean heart.
Mm. Yep. Okay. Yep. Thanks, Himagori Mata. Okay. Do let me know if you see the screen. And yeah, maybe Hemagori Mataji, can you read also the 16.16?
Yes, Prabhuji. Anika chitta vibranta moha jala samavruta prasakta kama bhogeshu patani narakesu chau. Translation. Thus perplexed by various anxieties and bound by a network of illusions, they become too strongly attached to sense enjoyment and fall down into hell. Purport. The demoniac man knows no limit to his desire to acquire money that is unlimited. He thinks only of how much assessment he has just now and schemes to engage that stock of wealth further and further. For that reason, he doesn't hesitate to act in any sinful way and so deals in the black market for illegal gratification. He is enamored by the possessions he has already, such as land, family, house, and bank balance, and he is always planning to improve them. He believes in his own strength, and he doesn't know that whatever he is gaining is due to his past good deeds. He is given an opportunity to accumulate such things, but he has no conception of past causes. He simply thinks that all his mass of wealth is due to his own endeavor. A demoniac person believes in the strength of his personal work, not not in the law of karma. According to the law of karma, a man takes his birth in a high family or becomes rich or very well educated or very beautiful because of good work in the past. The demoniac think that all these things are accidental and due to the strength of one's personal ability. They do not sense any arrangement behind all the varieties of people, beauty, and education. Anyone who comes into competition with such a demoniac man is his enemy. There are many demoniac people, and each is enemy to the others. This enemy becomes more and more deep between persons, then between the families, then between societies, and at last between nations. Therefore, there is constant strife, war, and enmity all over the world. Each demonic person thinks that he can live at the sacrifice of all others. Generally, a demonic person thinks of himself as the supreme God, and a demonic person preacher tells his followers, why are you seeking God elsewhere? You are all yourself God. Whatever you like, you can do. Don't believe in God, throw away God. God is dead. These are the demonic preachings. Although the demonic person see others equally rich and influential, or even more so, he thinks that no one is richer than he and that no one is more influential than he. As far as promotion to the higher planetary system is concerned, he doesn't believe in performing yajnas or sacrifices. Demons think that they will manufacture their own process of yajna and prepare some machine by which they will be able to reach any higher planet. The best example of such a demonic man was Ravana. He offered a program to the people by which he would prepare a staircase so that anyone could reach the heavenly planets without performing sacrifices, such as prescribed in the Vedas. Similarly, in the present age, such demonic men are striving to reach the higher planetary systems by mechanical arrangements. These are examples of bewilderment. The result is that without their knowledge, they are gliding toward hell. Here, the Sanskrit word mohajala is very significant. Jala means net, like a fish caught in a net. They have no way to come out.
Hare
Thank you,
Krishna.
Sarita. Hare Krishna.
Yeah, thank you. Yeah, so this is the condition of people who are not turning to the Lord or not turning to the scriptures. What are mentioned in when we are going through this Srimad Bhagavatam, we can see that there are wonderful mm, um, mm, illustrations where a person who is not devoted, what kind of life he is going through. Yeah. And here the word is, yeah, as Prabhupada was mentioning, Moha Jala Samavrita. Samavrita means Sama means equally. Samavrita is surrounded. Huh? Aneka Chitta Vibhranta. What is happening is here a person who is not having, I think if you remember, there was this, yeah, in Golokadam, you remember, who remembers the verse that we discussed was explaining about Vyavasayatmika Buddhir, Ekeha Kurunandana. So a devotee has a strong resolution. For him, there is no problem. Those who are on the path are resolute in purpose, and their aim is one. So a devotee has only one aim. Uh, what is that? To follow, to abide as per the Lord's instructions based on the scriptures and to attain perfection. That is perfect. But otherwise, what happens is Bahushaka hi anantascha buddhayo uh, avyavasayanam. For those vyavasaya, I mean, of course, we may think about as agriculture or cultivation. Uh, but for cultivation, it doesn't mean that, okay, one can put a seed and then immediately he can take it out because he thinks, no, 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 I would like to sow some other. And if he keeps changing, then there is no crop. One should be very focused, one should be very resilient that in the cultivation, he should have all the qualities that are required. There should be patience. There should be tolerance. So these qualities make them to focus on that and then attain success. So in that, yeah, in the second chapter 41, where we see Vyavasaya Atmika Buddhir Ekeha Kurunandana, he's saying to Arjuna, he's saying that of course, there are so many things one can focus on, but that is all material. That is all binding, except one thing. And this buddhi, it is said that in the translation, those who are on this path. What path is that? Huh? The path of self-realization, the path of attaining perfection, There is only one way. Yeah? One may think, no, 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 I can do this way, I can do that way. Still, the goal is, still I can reach the goal. No, one who is resilient, for him, there is only one way. In the purport of that verse, it is said that a strong faith that by Krishna consciousness one will be elevated to the highest perfection of life is called Vyavasayatmika Buddhi, Vyavasayatmika intelligence. Well, so this we can see here one who doesn't have that. What kind of person he is? Aneka chitta vibhranta. Vibhranta means perplexed. Vibhranta. Oh, he is bewildered. He is kind of confused. Oh, uh, because he thought this is going to give him happiness, eternal happiness. This is going to make him the most famous. Yeah, and after all, that is the purpose we are doing so many things. I am earning, I am giving charity. Later, we'll also go through what kind of mentality such people will have. But it says, Aneka chitta vibhranta moho jala samavrita uh, prashakta kama bhogeshu. What is the prashakta? What is the interest is kama bhogesh. The only interest in all this is how best I can enjoy. How best can I enjoy? It is not a problem of limited resources. People are thinking, after all, uh, how best, if I am intelligent, I can get that enjoyment. Whether it is wealth, whether it is women, whether it is wine, uh, everything I can enjoy because it all is how clever I am in playing my game so that I can win my game for my own happiness. So that is the interest. Prasakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake asuchau. Because of uncleanness, he falls into hell. Yeah. Why? Because he's in this moha jala. In this moha jala, we are thinking that we are going to definitely succeed in our plans. We are going to achieve happiness that is going to ever last for at least this life. Yeah, maybe we may have plans. These are foolish plans because these are going to be just mm, crushed by the will of the Lord if He doesn't approve. Yeah? Krishna is what is that? Hanumanta, Upadrashta, Hanumanta. Krishna is witnessing everything and he's saying, I am giving some facility so that he can come closer to me, but he is misusing and want to go away. I think there should be an end to it. And then there is, first of all, we are put in this mohajala of this material world, which is Lord's external energy. Hmm. Prakriti Kriyamanani Gunakarmani Vibhagasha. This Prakriti is an energy. We are not seeing this energy, we are only thinking, hey, are we feeling any energy in us? When we are breathing air, everything is normal. When we are drinking water, everything is normal. When we are getting the sunlight, everything is normal. So we are thinking, hey, there is no energy. Energy, what we think for us is what we eat. After we eat, whatever food, food and water, what we are doing, we are thinking that to be energy. But this whole world or the universe, all the universes are maintained by energy. Lord Krishna is saying everything is uh, resting on me, just like pearls are strung with a string. Hmm? So there is energy of the Lord. How to know it? Just if we try to do control breathing, that we are not inhaling or exhaling, because if we think air is not energy, then we are gone. We understand air has energy, and of course, we can see that now the world is turning to what do you call clean energy, right? Clean energy means wind energy. So wind has energy. So where is this energy coming? This is the Lord's energy. Are we creating? Are we creating a? It is said that a plant will grow not with a candle light. We may try that. With that light, it doesn't. Or we may bring a diya. You know what is it? No, it is nourished by the sunlight as well as moonlight. So there is this energies. It is not. man-made energies, but Lord made energies. Prasakta kama bhogeshu patanti narake asauchau. What is happening is because the person is in the moha jal, and because of that he is one who is bewildered, vibhranta, and he's thinking so many things. How can I make? How can I become very rich? How can I become very famous? How can I become most happiest person? Uh, and in all these plans, he is trying so many ways, and he is time to time challenged because this moha jala we didn't understand the science of how to deal with it, how to handle this maya. We have not appreciated the right process, and that's why what is happening. Hmm? The bound by a network of hundreds and thousands of desires and illusions, uh, just like a fish is caught in a net. There is no chance. Once the fish is caught, that's it. Huh? No, 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 no. The fish can bite the net and go out. No, it's not so easy. Once a fish is caught, then it's caught. And then when the fisherman pulls it out of the water, then gone case. So we are also thinking that no, 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 I have control. We are also in a net, mm, a net of three threads. The threads are mode of passion, mode of ignorance, mode of goodness. And these three threads are intertwined to create a net of of um, of this universe, of this world where we are living. It is created of that. We may not find it, we may not see it, but we may sense it. We may sense when we are coming across a person who is in the mode of passion, how does he deal? We may sense across a snake, for example, when it's coming to us. Oh, it's a very innocent animal. Maybe a pet lover is thinking, no, it will just bite, and then if it has poison, there is no chance. So we may try to understand the depth and width of all this, but it's not easy to escape as long as we do not know how to. And that's why it's called Mohajala. We are thinking something, but it's not that. That is why it's not just any kind of a net that you can say, okay, I have seen a fisher net. I know how to get out of it. But this is the net that is uh, spread, mm, in which we are put by. It's a very special net. Uh, and but the person is thinking, there are no limits for desires to enjoy. The more you can earn, the more you can enjoy. The more um, the more experience you get, the more you can enjoy. So let's try to get more and more experience. The bitter experiences, let's keep it, let's use it for learning. Then there is some hope against hope that, oh no, that I'm sure there is a way out to be happy. Mm. So he always plans to how to increase his wealth. Is it not money which can rule the world? Is money not the oil of the age where we are living? Is it the character? No. If one is having a good character, he is not appreciated. But if one has a lot of money, then everyone are around him. So let's earn a lot of money. Hmm? But the history has shown that the wealth is not um, eternally there, hmm, with only one person. And in fact, there is one who has so much wealth is still also not happy. So many examples. There are a lot of people who go under immense depression, immense, what do you call this, in the US, depression, anxiety, and commit suicides. They jump from the um, buildings. Um, yeah, all these things are there. They think that all his advancement is due to the endeavor and not because of law of karma. He's thinking, there is no concept of karma, because if he accepts the law of karma, then he has to imbibe mode of goodness at least. But if you just deny the law of karma, then there is no problem. You can killing animals, eating animals. Come on. Uh, no problem. Why? Because there is no karma. There is no reaction. When there is no reaction, cheating others, gambling is no problem. Intoxication, after all, is good. so that you can get onto your dream world with just one glass of wine. I don't know. So these kind of things, when you are not having consideration that there is influence of law of karma, yeah, then yeah, you can enjoy. That is the main idea. And they also think anyone who comes into his competition is his enemy. Envy is prime. As soon as someone is coming in your field, because of your envy, you can't accept his position, you can't appreciate his experience, you cannot think that he can be of supportive, because both are of same breed. He is competing, you are competing. Let's see who can compete the best, can survive. Fittest to survive, isn't it? So in that way, and then they manufacture their own process of yajnas, as in the purport Prabhupada is giving about Ravan. What is Ravan doing? He thought, hey, I have so much power, everything is in my control. I'll just build a ladder to the heavenly planets. And yeah, yeah, don't we think about it? Okay, you can work very hard, and then you can buy a ticket to Paris, and then you can fly to Paris for 6 days, 7 days, 6 nights, all inclusive package. Uh, um, and then you think, yeah, you are enjoying, but we know what happens in Paris. Time to time there is also thefts that are going on, there is bomb blast that can happen. Anyway, yeah, I'm not comparing as it is with heaven, but I'm just saying that we are thinking those places are also the best places to go. Hmm. But yeah, Ravan builds a staircase, and similarly the modern scientists are thinking advancement is so great that tomorrow everyone should know that we could go to Mars just because of this person who has uh, laid the foundation for the research to go on. And yeah, this country is taking pride, the person is taking pride, everyone wants to take pride of what they are doing. Why? So that they are recognized, and for that recognition you are ready to do whatever, and all these plans can simply be doomed to an end. We can see so many have tried to become successfully famous like that, but they were so many unsuccessful. And this is driven by the law of karma. Mm. But a devotee is not disturbed by this. Why? Because he understands that one should have the right buddhi, vyavasayatmika buddhi. That is only one. Krishna is saying to Arjuna that there is only one thing. Don't confuse yourself, don't make yourself, yeah, is there a chance for doing something, is there a chance for, is there any other way? huh? Maybe I should try because this is very hard. Come on. Yeah, Krishna, Arjuna is telling to Krishna that I can change the direction of wind, but I'm not able to focus on this one path. I'm not able to resolutely work out. Huh? So is there any other way? There are so many other ways to distract, but only one way to go back to Godhead. And that is what, yeah, as I was referring to different acharyas for that class, I was bringing up how Madhvacharya was also saying how important it is to have this um, um, yeah, one goal. Srila Vishwanath Chakravarti Thakur is saying, one goal means to serve the lotus feet of the Lord, to remember and glorify Him as instructed by Guru, and not to have unlimited desires. Unlimited intelligences, material desires are, oh Krishna, are many, and actions in their practices are also many. So, yeah, so how many are we going to chase? Ramanujacharya very nicely puts on this is he says buddhi means disposition of mind, and real buddhi. Buddhi means to dispose our mind on something. That is what, yeah, when we are using our intelligence to use our mind, that is what is called buddhi. Yeah? And real buddhi means performance of rituals to fulfill only one desire. What is that one desire? Desire of release, and not any kind of work. Uh, Vyavasaya means unshakable conviction. Uh, So the result differs as per how the mind is disposed. So we have to understand that a devotee's mindset is to always mm, refocus, yeah, because we are attracted to so many things that, yeah, because of our karma, because of our exposure to experience so much material worldly happiness. But we should bring back that no, it is all about one thing, that is to serve. The single aim to attain is to attain a single fruit. What is that? To be free. It says buddhi in Ramarajacharya's commentary. I am just reading the buddhi of irresolute one who are engaged in rituals for winning such fruits as heavens, yeah, like Ravana, or sons, cattle, food, etc., are endless. Fruits being endless. Uh, the ritual is called Darsha Purnamasha. The Darsha Purnamasa means new moon and full moon sacrifices. There are so many. Even though attainment of the single fruit is enjoined, they accrues other results. So one may do, let's say, you are doing one yajna. One yajna can has have a potency of giving you not just one fruit, it can give a result of 10 fruits. 9 you don't want it, but they also come. Because you don't want it, when they come, then they also, what do you call, condition you that you start also, yeah. For example, you wanted only a son, but because that yajna that you perform is blessing you also with wealth. Yeah, you don't know how to digest the wealth that you are, oh, then you start doing so many things, and then because of that you are getting caught up in the karma bandhana. You are again caught up in that jal. So in that way one is caught up in this moha jal. uh, Madhvacharya is saying unlimited are the various conditioned states of mind due to the influence of uncountable impressions leading to innumerable opinions. This is our condition, because we are exposed, just like a camera is exposed to so much that it starts capturing every frame. uh, Similarly our mind is capturing so many things. All amongst all the prescribed recommended opinions having truthful attributes, there is always singular unity. This is actual meaning. Uh, Propitiation of the Supreme Lord Krishna is performed only by very few, as only a very few actually possess the quality of being singular and resilient in their commitment. Anyway, this gives further understanding to it, and yeah. So coming back to our 1616. Uh, so this is the condition of a person who is just caught up in all these things. Before we go to the next one, any questions, or Adhiraj Prabhu, maybe you can summarize what we discussed. Adhiraj Prabhu, you're there, or maybe someone else would like to summarize quickly, or maybe Dave has a question, I think.
Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Yes, I had a question. Uh, Prabhuji, I was confused between the two things. That okay, if one should not has any desire of enjoyment through material modes or something like that, but then what should one have in mind while working? Like, or what one should do, like should everyone just like leave the normal work and completely devote themselves in bhakti only, or like in what sense? Like for example, if I am studying right now and then I have to work in future, So how do I remove that desire of material? Um, I'm not sure if I'm able to explain you what I'm wanting to ask.
Hmm. So your question is, if that is the case, then we are not there, right? So is that what you're saying? Because
Uh,
we have
Prabhuji, if you,
desires, or we have what if we are saying that we should have one resilient way of living, yeah, what does that mean, yeah, for our lifestyle? Is that your question?
uh, but can I ask in Hindi this just part?
Mm-hmm. Okay.
कि अगर जो आगे का जो गोल है, अगर उसका डिजायर या उसके प्रति कोई इमोशनल कनेक्शन ही नहीं रहेगा, सो एक वो मोटिवेशन क्या रह जाएगा फिर वो काम करने के लिए?
When you think always you are pleasing the Lord, is there not enough? What else do you want?
But Prabhuji, when I'm thinking of pleasing the Lord and I'm still performing the action, but automatically the results those I'm getting, I might be materially
It is
connected
it
to
is
him.
said that our services, I think, I mean, I'll try to find the complete reference for this, but yeah, once yeah, the way how a devotee should lead, how he has to perform services, it is said like salt. Yeah, are you proud of having salt, adding this?
Mhm.
No, right? You are when you're making something. Yeah, you see salt as a very, very side. Yeah, you're not going to put a cup of salt and say, okay, now this is your dish, please eat, right? Yeah. So the presence of salt is felt when it's not there, isn't it?
Yes, Prabhuji.
And at the same time, it's not seen, it's not visible. Yeah, when you add salt, yeah, you can always find your the whole dish has everything. You don't even smell salt. Yeah, it's only tasting. So it is said that when one is performing service, it's not he is interested in okay to show, or in order to feel, or in order to action to perceive it. The focus is that dish is perfect with the necessary salt.
Mm.
Hmm? So we are not interested in, yeah. So what you are saying is, if you do not have um, motivation uh, about what you are doing, then you won't work. Definitely, you are correct. We need to have a motivation. But what is that motivation? Is to please the Lord. When we are working with that, yeah, when we are working with that, then we are practicing karma yoga. When we are practicing karma yoga, then we are not caught up. This is what Krishna is saying in Gita. So, whatever activities that we are doing, when we have this single point of understanding that Lord, because yeah, Krishna said to Arjuna, fight. Hmm? Yeah, that's what he did. It's not that after having the Bhakti Yoga chapter 12, then he thought, hey, why are you saying again to fight? Hmm? And in his action, he wanted to serve the Lord by fighting on the dharma, for re-establishing dharma, which is what Krishna wants, and then he did it.
Uh, but Prabhuji, then I had one more question about the same thing, that if we go to Mahabharat, so at the end they were fighting for the kingdoms, right? So like they were fighting for something material, like okay, you took my kingdom and I want it back, and
That
you.
is a very, very, very gross level of seeing. Yeah, it is just like when a person bends under a tree. A person who is seeing from far, he may think that no, this person is bending. Maybe he lost something, or maybe this person is bending to find a stone that he can hit on it, or this person is bending for some other reason that you want to go more closer and see, isn't it? Right? When you go
Mhm.
more closer, then or the best thing is just to ask him, hey, what happened? What are you doing? And the person is saying, you know what, this is the case. The
Yeah.
more and more we come closer to Bhagavad Gita, then we understand it. Uh, why Bhagavad Gita? At least for your question about the war. Yeah, the whole Bhagavad Gita, Krishna is saying, if you fight, you'll get kingdom. No, Sarva Dharma, uh, to establish the Dharma. Uh, the Lord Himself is saying, I come to establish Dharma. And yeah, one becomes instrument in the hands of the Lord to establish Dharma. So that's why it's called Dharma Kshetre Kurukshetre. Uh, Dharma Kshetre, the right place is used or selected for the war so that the Dharma can be re-established. Of course, byproducts can be anything. Yeah, you can get your own kingdom back, you can have your family, and you can have your own riches, and all those things are different. But to establish the Kurukshetra Yuddha was not mainly, yeah, Krishna was thinking why to go to every king who is adharmic to kill. Yeah, let's bring everyone at one spot and then engage the best of his best devotees, Arjuna, in the war, in the
Mm.
battle. Yeah.
Prabhuji, then I had one more question in this.
But
Just
but one sec. Let's go through the questions. Are the previous one are covered or not? Yeah. If otherwise there will be just we can go from point to point to point. But what we are holding to. So can we try to keep to the main theme? If it is still valid to the main theme, let's go. Otherwise,
yeah,
if it is
yes,
different,
Prabhuji,
yeah.
it
Okay.
is. So then, when we are talking about the material things, then why Krishna himself went to the to Kauravas during the settlement and asked for material things for Pandavas? Like he just said that give them five kingdoms. So then there is again materialistic thing. How there is bhakti in that, or
This
like how
question.
dharma is being established in that. Um,
Yeah, this question is again, we are discussing about what is dharma, adharma. I think that is not the theme, but still we can cover that. And there, Krishna is going and he wants to establish dharma of what? That a Kshatriya should rule. Uh, to rule, there should be kingdom. So that's why Krishna is going and asking if the Pandavas can get land to rule because they are Kshatriyas, they are not Brahmanas. Yeah, that they can simply go into the forest and then just continue like during the Aranyavas what they were doing.
mhm,
Kshatriya means he has to rule. He has to wherever.
yeah. mm, Yes, Prabhuji.
Yeah. But then we come back to your original question because that original question is more important rather these side things. What was your original question?
That how one can
Hmm.
what should be the motivation if
Yeah.
yeah.
Yeah. As a devotee, what should be? Huh? What should be? Yeah, there is this anasaktasya vishayan. It is said anasaktasya vishayan. Whatever is not so um, important. Yeah? Yathartham upayunjataha nirbandha krishna sambandha yuktam vairagyam uchyati. It is very important to understand that we are blessed by a very unique process of attaining perfection. After all, in this age, we didn't go through all this Gurukul style of studies, right? Well, we were just put into the convents and then we studied whatever so that we can excel very well in our material endeavors. And now I'm 25 years, 30 years old, and now uh, is it possible, just like a person who is studying, who wants to become a doctor, can he become a doctor after he's 30, 40 years? So, yeah, it's very difficult. No, it's almost like, yeah, for this lifetime, maybe it's even impossible like that. So very difficult. Yeah. So for us, I understand Vairagyam is very important because the root cause of our suffering is attachment. That's what we are hearing in this verse that because of that Aneka Chitta, so many desires are there, and because of that we are getting Vibhrante, we are getting bewildered, perplexed. All these things. How to put a full stop to this? How to put a full stop? Now, is there any chance because I am habituated to all these kind of lifestyles? Is there any way I have become a very successful IT professional? But come on, for practicing bhakti, what is that? Shravanam, Kirtanam, Vishnu Smaranam. What is that IT industry going to? Is there any relation? There was no IT industry in the Gurukul days, yeah, or in. It's all about yajnas. I didn't learn yajnas, yagas. Oh, forgot what is that? Vedas. I am not good at Sanskrit. Uh, um, Memorizing the shlokas. I'm very bad. Yeah, for everything I used to turn towards what is that? Books. Just yeah. So many things. Now we too far away. How can we still have the single point of focus in devotion? uh, how can we come out of this? What is that one focus? Vyavasayatmika buddhi. How to get that? When we understand that this age, yeah, Sri Jiva Goswami, is, I mean, in the nectar of devotion, Sri Rupa Goswami is giving us the best way. What is that? Anashaktasya vishayan yadartham upayunjatah. Uh, uh, and nirbandha Krishna sambandhe. Without any other thoughts, without any other things. Nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yuktam vairagyam uchyate. So this is very important. Nirbandha Krishna sambandhe. Nirbandha, nirbandha, bandha means bondage. Nirbandha means um, uh, nir, completely or kind of intensely. Nirbandha means intense desire. One should have intense desire for um, um, serving the Lord. We have to make our object of intense desire as Krishna. That's what Rupa Goswami is mentioning. Nirbandha Krishna Sambandhe. Whatever is related to Krishna, if we keep that as our sense object, main thing, like for example, cooking prasadam, taking prasadam, preparing garlands, offering the garlands to the Lord. Hmm. In fact, I don't know if you know, they in Tirumala, Tirupati Balaji, where we see there are big boards that are saying one should not wear flowers. We know that women, yeah, use flowers as abharan, or yeah, as a means of ornaments. Yeah, but it's clearly mentioned that all the flowers are for what? To serve the Lord. So one may make a garland, but not for oneself, but for the pleasure of the Lord. What else? Mm, um, One may make fragrant agarbattis or whatever one who is doing now, yeah, in whatever field one is doing, and but then if one is doing it everything for the Lord, nirbandha Krishna sambandhe yukta vairagyam. Yukta means yukti, yeah, to use intelligence.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's not just vairagya means, oh no, let me forget all these things, let me take a break. I understand these are very dangerous things. Let me not do it, let me not use them. No, it is said that one who is uh, Yada Hritam, Jiva Goswami is translating it as Swabhakti Upayukta Matram Yata Syat Tatha. Only for utilizing them in his or her own bhakti. Huh? That is what one is using. Hmm. Upayunjato, which is bhunjanasya purushasya, of the person who is experiencing Krishna Sambandhe, Vishayan, or sense objects related to Krishna. So this means that whatever activities we are doing, okay, if one is a mechanical engineering, he can think how he can use his art in the service of Krishna. If one is an expert in other field, yeah, how can he do that? If one is very strong by muscle, how can he protect the organization? How can he support the temples? Because there are so many disturbing energies that are also uh, trying to cause harm. So in that way, one can check what is that he can do, and to that extent, he can engage himself. He doesn't have to give up everything, go to those forests or to those places or to those ashrams where one is able to dedicate full time. Yeah, eventually, if one has such a great taste to serve Krishna directly, one can do. If one has a great taste to always remember Krishna directly, one can do that. He is considered the best. But when we are not there, it doesn't mean there is no option. There is a wonderful option that we can see from this verse from Srila Rupa Goswami. He is mentioning Yuktara Vairagya Muchyate. We don't want to give up everything and then just practice on the core. We can definitely use whatever we have, so that if one is a IT professional, he can make nice flyers, he can make nice, outreach projects. In that way, one can always engage himself. It's not just only the Vairagya. I don't know if that answered your main question.
Yes, Prabhuji.
hmm
Yeah.
Yeah,
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
I think your other questions were also covered. If there's a related to this.
Yeah, yes, Prabhuji. I got them cleared. Yeah.
And which are not directly related, yeah, we can have offline. Yeah, maybe.
Yeah. Yes, Prabhuji.
Right.
Thank you very much, Prabhuji.
Yeah, thank you. Okay, others? Let me go through one more verse and then see where it goes. 1 second. It is 17, right? Okay. Who would like to read this?
Shall I read, Prabhuji?
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Bhagavad Gita, chapter 16, verse 17. आत्मसम्भाविता स्तब्धा धनमानमदान्विता यजन्ते नाम यज्ञैस्ते दम्भेनाविधिपूर्वकम्. Translation. Self-compliant and always impudent, deluded by wealth and false prestige, they sometimes proudly perform sacrifices in the name only, without following any rules or regulation. Purport. Thinking themselves all in all, not caring for any authority or scripture, the demoniac sometimes perform so-called religious or sacrificial rites, and since they do not believe in authority, they are very impound. This is due to illusion caused by accumulating some wealth and false prestige. Sometimes such demons take up the role of preacher, mislead the people, and become known as religious reformers or as incarnation of gods. They make a show of performing sacrifices, or they worship the demigods or manufacture their own god. Common men advertise them as God and worship them, and by the foolish they are considered advanced in the principle of religion or in the principles of spiritual knowledge. They take the dress of the renounced order of life and engaged in all nonsense in that dress. Actually, there are so many restrictions for one who has renounced this world. The demons, however, do not care for such restriction. They think that whatever path one can create is one's own path. There is no such thing as standard path one has to follow. The word avidhi purvakam, meaning a disregard for the rules and regulation, is specially stressed here. These things are always due to ignorance and illusion. Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna, Prabhu. Thank you. So this is the problem. Once, yeah, we are struggling, isn't it? We are struggling to have a firm foot, isn't it? A person who is not having minimum bare necessities. He's struggling to get that. Once he gets that, then what happens is he comes to his comfort zone where he forgets all. Maybe at that time he would have prayed to the Lord or whatever. Yeah. Or worked very hard, that he thinks because of my hard work everything has come. But what happens gradually is that Atma Sambhavita Stabda. Atma Sambhavita Stabda. Stabda means he becomes impudent. Yeah. He is self complacent and impudent. Impotent means fit for nothing. Let me also try it if to get what is the right meaning. One sec. Actually, uh, wait up. Not showing due respect for another person. Impertinent. So shameless, impudent. Um, So he is self-complacent, means he is thinking everything is working as per my plans. Everything is fine. There is nothing burning. There is no harm. He is deluded by wealth and false prestige. He is kind of thinking, hey, all this is because of my effort. And they sometimes proudly perform sacrifice in the name only and without following any rules and regulations. Abhidhi Purvakam, without following rules and regulations. This is also commonly we see, right? Uh, Sometimes we come across um, what do you call people who are uh, yeah, they have born nature of Vaishyas uh, of this age. Yeah, of course, we have to be very clear. What does that mean is in everything they see what will they get it, what will they, what can they make out of it, uh, how to benefit from any situation that is coming. Just like when a sadhu is telling, or not even sadhu, when one come across a TV channel program where someone is saying, if you do every Friday ghee lamp offering to this, what do you call this tree? Banyan tree. Uh, Ashwatha Vriksha, yeah. Then what happens is all your uh, calamities are gone. Yeah, you have to do for 17, 18 weeks or whatever. The person may say from some scriptural reference and something, and immediately wherever there is such a tree which is near to a temple, then there are these people who just bring what is that is needed, ghee lamps, and they start selling. Uh, they're not so much interested in, oh, out of compassion, they want to make it available. What they're interested is, oh, it's a nice opportunity that I can make something. And anyway, once I think there was a guy who came to Prabhupada and he asked, how did you make it so that I can also, uh, uh, yeah, you came with only few dollars to the US and you made such a big organization. Let me know uh, so that he can earn. He wanted to also find out the way, secret, so that he can also establish such a successful business. So that is what is the interest of people who are still materialistic. What happens is in this, um, they are self complacent. Complacent means they are very comfortable. They don't think that they need something, and they are deluded by wealth and false prestige. That is because of false identification. They think they are great because they think wealth can protect them. That's why they feel like nothing can happen. They proudly perform sacrifice in name without following rules and regulations. Now comes a very important point. Huh? After all, I have so much wealth, I need to save it. Okay, when I have 1 crore rupees, spending one, maybe 10,000, which is negligible for organizing a yajna or a homa, will save my all wealth. Let me do it, and without following rules and regulations, just for namesake. Because if one is performing such a yajna, he should be very pure. His consciousness should be pure. He should lead a devotee life. No, come on, no time for all these things. I only want the benefit. Hmm. Their hypocritical religious observances cannot save them. This is what uh, Krishna is saying, Arjuna, that One may perform religious practices only for namesake. Huh? Avidi Purvakam means disregarding rules and regulations as per scriptures. Oh no, this is not for this age. Huh? But and always mm, um, not valuing them. Mm. Uh, Sometimes we can see this to an extreme. Uh, of course, these days we cannot call this any more extreme. You see sometimes some Babajis or some sadhus, they come, not sadhu, what do you call this? Swamis. They dress in saffron. Uh, they take sannyas dress without following the restrictions, and then every now and then someone is exposed. Yeah, it is not that the so uncommon these days. Why? Because um, one is coming with a different interest. Hmm? He's thinking, if I follow this, I can become famous. Yeah, because people not even go to the rich people. They go to a sadhu because sadhu can do some miracles. Oh, how nice if it is. Parth Prabhu, you did all kinds of sins in your life, but if a sadhu will say, don't worry, you give me 1 lakh and I'm going to purify you. Hmm? What a deal, right? You can think that, oh no, come on, I can again earn 1 lakh or 1 crore, whatever it is again, but all my sins are purified. What an amazing deal. That too in reachable, that yeah, it's a fair deal. Otherwise, who will suffer for all my life, sin? Uh? So they disbelieve in God. Huh? Some of them they come out, they say, okay, one people are using the name of God and misusing, committing sin. Others are, they become expert in challenging the existence of God. They disbelieve in God, and they start preaching that, whatever path one creates is one's own path. Yeah? There is no God. If you work hard, you can make it. If you are lucky, you can make it. Uh, just buy lotteries and then one day your fate. So in that way, so many people come with so many ideas. There is no standard path. They deny the existence of scriptures and their knowledge. Yeah. And others concoct their own God. Some preach that God is dead. Because the God is dead, you get to wait again when there is no God. No? Because if you think that God is there, you will be responsible, you will be fearful. If you just say God is dead, why? Why God is dead? Because see, so many calamities are happening, so many destructions are happening, so many things are amazingly unplanned that are happening, which means God is not there. Either he lost the control of everything or either he's dead, so that everything is running on its own. Huh? And the others will even say, you are all God. Everyone, come on, the scriptures are saying, Aham Brahmasmi, I am God. If you tell, you will become God. If others tell they are God, so in that way everyone is God. When everyone is God, there is no need to worship separate God. Huh? So all these kind of false agendas so that you can maintain your own um, false image that can keep you hang on in your own dream world as long as possible. This game is going on, isn't it? Hmm? What do you say? No? Hmm? Have you not come across these kind of experiences across different places, different times? If you have seen, what is it called? Abhay Charan's, in that there is this Falgu Baba. Falgu Baba. Who had seen Abhay Charan? It was a wonderful.
Yes, Prabhuji. Yeah.
It is in Hindi, Tamil, in English, Bengali, in 4 languages. I don't know. I think there is also in Telugu recently. But in this, uh, you remember there is this uh, Falgu Baba,
Yes,
Ram
Prabhuji. Falgu.
Krishna Ram Falgu Bhagavan. There is a guy
Yes.
who is going to say, "Hey, I am God." Why? Because after all, everyone appreciates me as God. I have some powers. With that powers, I am curing their health issues. When Bhaktivinoda Thakur goes and challenges, you are not God, they says, yeah, but people are accepting it. If they are foolish, then what can I do? And not only foolish, come on, I'm helping them, they have health issues, I'm solving, uh, and then all these things. Yeah, if one has a black magic, some mystic power, and with that, if he is claiming to be a god, uh, so Bhaktivinoda Thakur comes and exposes that hey, he is not God. Huh? How? He just reads Srimad Bhagavatam, and the power of Bhagavatam was enough to counteract the harmful, what do you call this, genies, the evil spirits that this Baba who has this power, he threw some evil spirits to attack Bhaktivinoda Thakur. But Bhaktivinoda Thakur, just on the strength of Bhagavatam, was protected, and not only protected, that Bhagavatam has indeed has killed. Yeah, the power of Bhagavatam was enough that all those evil spirits have just went back and killed the same person. So we can see that there are, it's not only now we see, it's not, there was a time to time, every time there is always some who wants to misuse. One is having false prestige of which he want to maintain, and for that he is, um, yeah, doing can do all these things. There was this guy called Dera Baba. Yeah, and there is a guy, I mean, in Punjab, I think there is another who has built a underground tunnel between his room to the ladies' ashram, if I'm not wrong, where he used to do all kind of sexual abuses. But he in the society has political support, yeah, because he becomes a very influential person. But later, when he was exposed, then he was, yeah, punished. Then there was this Nityananda uh, from Karnataka, I think, if I'm not wrong. Um, and then there is also, yeah, there is also so-called Kalki Bhagavan family who says, yeah, if you want to see the Lord of this Yuga, Kali Yuga, we are that. If you give money, then you can have darshan of us. So many kind of frauds. As long as it works, it works. But otherwise, yeah, you'll be punished either in this world or in the higher uh, jurisdictions of the Lord in different kinds of hell. Okay, I'll stop here. What are the key takeaways from today? Deepali
Hare
Mataji,
Krishna.
Sindhu Mataji.
Yeah, Hare Krishna Prabhuji. Today we emphasize on the demonic characters so both 16th verse and 17th verse are very nice, Prabhuji. Like they are very important things to know how the demonic characters qualities are shown in this verse. One is about the endless anxieties, like how the people are going through that, and like most of the rich people are going to this anxieties and with committing suicides and all, and also you mentioned that karma bandhana, uh, they are in away from not practicing uh, um, spirituality, and they are away from this, and they always want in the material gains, we want to how can we how can
Enjoy.
we sorry.
Mm. How can we enjoy? Yeah.
Yes, how can we enjoy, how can we gain from this material world, and also the other point is like the people are very greed, and you also mentioned that when they are performing yajna, when they want to get a baby boy, and also in the same way they are want also wealth, so they're always like more greedy, like what to choose, and yeah, and this verse, the 17th verse, is also how the uh, the even the spiritual practices, like mentioned about this Babas and all, like they are making people more like they are not so they are not aware of what they are doing, and they are false prestiges, and yeah, Prabhuji, it's nice, and
Mm.
we have to come across, we have to come out of this, and the one thing is like we have to take spiritual practice sincerely and always remind Krishna, and
Yeah.
we have to avoid all these asura qualities away from us. Yeah, Prabhu.
Yep, very nice. Thanks for
Yeah.
summarizing so
Thank you,
nicely.
Prabhuji.
Yep. Okay. I see someone with name Shraddha. Maybe for the first time are you joining, or
Yes, I'm joining for the first time, Prabhuji.
I hope you found it nice, or maybe we are discussing too deep, or
Today I found it very nice, and again I think from the start I can do it again, so I will get connected more.
Mhm.
So yes, but I found it nice.
Which place you're living, by
I'm
the
in Akhan.
Akhan. Okay. Yeah. Yeah, maybe we would have seen in Gauradesh
Yes. Gauradesh, I came for the first time this time.
or Bhagavad Sapta.
Yeah, Bhagavad Sapta, and now I'm connected. I'm doing japa as well.
Very nice.
Yes. So I'm feeling much little bit everyday improvement in myself. So yes.
Very good, mother. Yeah, nice to meet you.
Yeah. Thank you. Same here.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, without holding you further, wish you a very happy week ahead. And yeah, let's stay connected. And I'm thinking about for Nityananda Trayadasi to come up with a 2 day or a 3 day seminar on the glories of Nityananda. So I'm already telling now, I don't know whether I'll be doing it online or same like now, what we are doing, like a Zoom call. Those things will come. So we will be doing in Feb. When is it coming? I think 9th, 8th, 9th, and 10th, if I'm not wrong. Or some, I'll just share more details, but for everyone to make a note, will be coming up. Okay. And 11th of January, there is a program in, is it Cologne, right? Uh, Radhikali Mataji?
Yes, Prabhuji.
They live in Cologne, right? Abhijit Prabhu.
From the temple, it's about another 45 minutes, I think.
Okay.
Not
Yeah.
really sure with the place name.
Yeah. So that is one thing. And 1st of Feb, there is another program happening in Essen. So yeah, these details will, once we have maybe a flyer or something created, then we will share. But yeah, I just want to give heads up now. So let's yeah, meet soon. Hare Krishna. पञ्चकल्पतरुभ्यश्च कृपा सिन्धुभ्येव च पतितानां पावनेभ्यो वैष्णवेभ्यो नमो नमः। शिल प्रभुपाद की जय, आनंद कोटि वैष्णव वृंद की जय, नमाचार्य शिल हरिदास ठाकुर की जय, जय गौर प्रेमानंद। हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare Krishna.
Hare
Hare
Krishna.
Krishna, Prabhuji.
हरे
Krishna.
कृष्ण। माधुरी
Hare
माता।
Krishna, Prabhuji.
हरे कृष्ण।
Hare Krishna.
हरे